fine gentleman next to me. So what I like to do is kind of set a few ground rules, guidelines to kind of help the process, because I know many of you have burning questions. Like, does Brent think the UK is hot? Yes, he does. There, answered. Would you propose to me in Sebastian's voice? Yes, I will. Would you make me the happiest butler ever and marry me? Thank you. There, done. Don't ask me again. But please, if you have seen me ask the question, or answer the question rather, that you want to ask, either here or at another con, or if you've seen it on YouTube, ask a different question. I want you to be creative and to put a new spin on the old questions. I love random, and I do not shrink away from answering random questions. Neither does this man, but we do tend to get a little saucy sometimes.
Wait.
Not like that. Grow up. Get your sauce off of me. It was a long plane ride, let me tell you. So with that in mind, also, please don't, hand us your phones and be like, hey, here, call my sister's best friend's cousin's former roommate and, say you love her as friends. Just don't do that. That's, other times, that's a panel halting thing. Nothing grinds a panel to a halt, seeing us up on a phone going, yep, ring. How many times does it ring before it goes to voicemail? Oh, 18 times. Yeah, sure, that's fine. So please, none of that. And I think afterwards there is a brief autograph signing session. So that will be the time for signatures and photos and stuff like that. Now let's just keep it to nice, informal, raunchy perhaps, not too raunchy, Q&A. There's a time and place. But just not now. So who's got a question, preferably for both of us or for whatever. And we may turn the tables. So you, darling, I'll pick on you first because I don't want you to cry.
Well, first off, I want to say I loved you in Black Blood Brothers, a lot.
Black Blood Brothers is my first lead role.
Really? And I do love Isaac and Bakano.
Do you know who directed me in my first lead role as Jurumachizaki in Black Blood Brothers? Rina Palencia, who is CL.
No way! That's awesome.
We're all one big happy family in this industry, so yeah.
But yeah, I also love Bakano. I finished that anime one day, 4 years ago. I loved it. It was amazing. I was like, what is this? I'm like,
one of my old-time faves.
Yeah. Okay.
What's your question?
I have two quick questions. One.
Two confessions?
No, two quick questions.
I'm going to say, that's a different panel, but I mean. Apparently just now.
It's about the ending of Triple B. Did you like the way of how it ended, or do you feel like there should have been another season? I feel like they left a lot out with Jiro and more of Alice's past. And
I'm an actor. I don't like when shows I'm in come to an end. So I'll say yes. I would love for them to have gone on and do multiple seasons. I kind of got the impression that they intended to, but they just so many shows there just wasn't the backing to do more. It was actually, and this is what kind of intrigued me because it's not really a thing here in the States anymore.
Right.
It was based on a radio show, a radio drama.
Really?
That's still a thing. Doctor Who fans will know that radio shows that still go on. But it's not that big here, but apparently in Japan it was still a thing. And so it was a manga, and then they turned it into a radio play, which is a really cool idea. And then they did the anime, which was sadly only one season.
Yeah.
It ended well. If it had to end like that, that was the best way to do it. But I'd always love it if there's more.
Right.
But it's also important when a show knows when to stop, because I don't want them to go on and on and on forever and just be old and stale and not know when to
Right.
leave us with only good memories. Stop while you're good. But yeah.
And the second question is, I understand you're a Doctor Who fan. And I recently decided Doctor Who almost a year ago. So
welcome to the party, 49
I know,
years late.
I haven't seen the original ones yet, but
there's plenty of time.
What do you think of the new season so far?
I've seen the premiere and I love it. I love where it's going. I love the writing. I love that they're slowing down, so they take time. There's now emotional resonance in scene. There's breadth to them because the characters actually speak. And I love the verbal chicanery, the sparring between the characters. It's so intelligently written. And I love Capaldi's portrayal. He's such a dick. And I like that. I'm that's the one thing we haven't seen for a while is a doctor who's just a bit of a bastard. You trust him and you know he's got the best interests in heart, but he has no time for you and your feelings. Piss off, I have a dinosaur to save. Kind of thing. And I'm I love that. I love that dynamic, and I think it'll bring some energy to the show.
He's you can be my companion, but I don't care about you.
And he's Scottish, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's actually pretty
I love the Scottish brogue. It reminds me of one of my favorite doctors, the last of the old era, and that was Sylvester McCoy, who was Scottish and who kind of had that Scottish brogue going on. He was the first actor to be like, yeah. So thank you. I'll choose. Do you want to choose a question?
Sure. You're doing spirit hands. I like spirit hands.
My question is for both of you. Could you introduce a lot? I have two questions. But my first question is, could you both introduce yourself as Erwin Smith and Armin?
Oh my God.
Yeah, sure.
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, hold on. Everyone get your cameras ready, Jesus. All right, are we ready? Are we rolling?
Let's just look at the camera.
Hello, I'm Captain Erwin Smith, and we're all gonna die. Who's with me?
Hi, I'm Armin Arlair. Join the Scouts. We have cookies.
Sorry, the cookies have all been eaten by someone who just died.